Will They Go Hungry? A program that helps thousands of Oregon kids get medical care they need may be running out of money, and now some Oregon leaders are fighting to save the program. It is 5 o'clock. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jeff Gianola.
And I'm Jennifer Hoff. Now, Congress has yet to approve the billions needed to keep the Children's Healthcare Insurance Program up and running. And just this afternoon, our governor made a plea to Congress at a news conference. Let's go now to our Lisa Balick, who's live from there at Dornbecker Children's Hospital. Lisa?
Well, there are some 80,000 children and pregnant women here in Oregon who rely on this health care funding, from everything from checkups to life-saving surgery, and in some cases, it really is a matter of life or death to get this funded. This is Marion, a peppy 9-month-old who looks like the picture of health on the outside, but inside, she has a hole in her heart. She was born with it. She's had dozens of doctor visits. She spent 5 months with a feeding tube. Her mother can't imagine what life would be like if Marion wasn't able to have insurance under the CHIP program.
It would have been absolutely devastating and crushing to us, just financially, emotionally.
Her parents rely on federal health care dollars. That's the money funding the Children's Health Insurance Program known as CHIP. More than $15 billion a year is spent on American children and pregnant women in the program. Families who earn too much to qualify for Medicaid, but not enough to afford private insurance. It covers checkups, prenatal care, as well as critical care. The governor says Congress needs to approve the funding quickly.
If Congress doesn't do their job, our legislature is in session in February. We will have a conversation then. But it's absolutely critical that Congress does its job.
Congressman Earl Blumenauer says he can't understand why funding the program is like a political football.
There's no reason on God's green earth that this program was not reauthorized. It wasn't like it was a surprise. And the irony is that it is supported by the vast majority of people in Congress. If we could ever put it cleanly before the House and the Senate, it would pass in a heartbeat.
Marion is growing stronger, and doctors now see the hole in her heart starting to grow smaller. But her mom is still worried about what happens if the CHIP program disappears forever.
I don't know what we would do. It would be devastating to us.
Because she still needs to be checked, right?
She does.
It's
and
not like she's out of the woods.
She's not out of the woods, and, you know, heart surgery isn't off the table.
Now, I asked the governor what happens if this Congress does not approve this funding again. She says, well, they are going to use state funds to keep it going through April. And as she mentioned, she will then have to go to the legislature to try and get the funding. But that means drastic cuts to a lot of other programs if it gets to that. Live in Southwest Portland, Lisa Balick, KOIN 6 News.